Hey gang, I'm Pirate Larry and welcome back to Ratfink TV, and we're here at the Ratfink Reunion 24. Can you believe it? 24 years. We've got a really great treat for y'all. It's an amazing deal. So we have with us as our guest Shige Suganuma, and he is the CEO of Mooneyes, and it's one of the most iconic brands, and it's like Ratfink. I say those are the big two in my book. It always has been to me. And he has the unique opportunity to have known Ed very, very well. They were good friends. He took over Mooneyes from Dean Moon and kept it absolutely like it was, to Shige's benefit and the world's benefit. He kept it original to how it was when Dean Moon passed, and has kept it that way to this day. And I'm not going to tell too much more of the story. I'm going to let him tell it, but I'm just going to ask him some questions, and we're just going to go from there. But let me ask you, when you first came from Japan to California, what did you think of all that, and why did you come from Japan to America?
Okay, first time I came to United States, it's in 1977, because of I was looking for parts for my 1960 T-bird. So that's the reason I came here, to buy parts. Yeah, that's the first time. Then I met Chico that time.
And Chico became your great friend and business partner, and y'all have been together for a long, long time. It's since the 70s, so many, many, many years.
Yeah, we went to racing at the Orange County Raceway together, and fixed the cars and doing a lot of things together.
And these guys run Bonneville, and they don't just run Bonneville lightly, they record run Bonneville, and they're currently building a new record run car.
Yeah, but he couldn't make it last time, but he's going to try this year again.
And it's try and try again. And that's kind of the motto there at Mooneyes. And you met Dean Moon when you went to go get the parts, and I guess you found that he was a very pleasant fella, and y'all became close friends.
Yeah, first time I met Dean in 1983. I came here to buy a moon disc. Once a moon disc I bought from him, and since then, I mean, not people say friend, but like to me, like a father and son.
They're a family, and here at Ratfink, we always talk about we're a family. This is a Ratfink family, and it's so similar. What you built with the legacy from Dean is what Trixie has done here with Ed's legacy, and that's what we are continuing to try to do. And you did it so well. And Santa Fe Springs, California, if you're ever out that way, stop by and visit, because these guys will show you around and be hospitable like you wouldn't believe. And the operation there, guys, they still do the machine work the way that Dean did back in the 50s and 60s, and they still use mostly the same machinery, right?
Yes, we have a machine shop. We're making moon discs, moon tanks, manifold, all the spun aluminum product in-house. The machine shop has been there from 1963, and machinery in-house is same what they used to use. So it's nothing, no computer, nothing, just anything by hand. If you have a chance to come down to Southern California, please stop over. We take you to tour.
There's an invitation. And so what that means when you're a car builder, you know, if you're trying to do something period correct, which we've got a great builder sitting over watching this show. Yeah, you. And if you're trying to get something period correct, it's kind of tough, but when you get it through Moon, you're getting the real deal. It's just new. You're getting it exactly how they built it back in the day, and that's so rare in these days. And that legacy is just amazing. And you became good friends with Ed Roth. Do you remember the first time that you met Ed? And
yes, I was in Dean's house. I always stayed at his house when I come here. And so one day, Dean called me, hey, Shige, let's go. I didn't even know where to go. And he took me at Ed's house. It's only 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes from his house to Ed's house in Bali, somewhere, Laminada. Yeah, so that's the first time I met him.
What did you think of Ed the first time you met him?
The time he was at the garage and all the dirty paint or the paint and when he was working on a trike. I think I forgot the name, but he rode the trike to Alaska.
The Globe Hopper.
Yeah, that's
Globe
it.
Hopper.
Yeah. That he was building at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you came across Ed when he was in his natural habitat, he would be, dirty and dusty and painty, and he would say, "Don't wipe your hands on your front, on the back, wipe it on the front, so you didn't put, the paint on your people's couch, your mom's couch." But Ed was, famously unkept somewhat, but he was a big giant fella, but he was a really kind and.
He was big,
but kind of quiet.
Good heart,
A very huge heart, and y'all became pretty good friends, and through the years, and there in Yokohama, you have a statue of Ed.
Yeah.
As a tribute to Ed. That's this one.
That's one.
That one. So when you have, and you guys have how many dealerships across the international countries all over?
Our dealership?
Yes.
About 20 countries.
How about that? And so when you have people putting it, a company like that, and you have a legacy where you have statues of you, that's a pretty great monument of friendship. And so what are your plans for the future of Mooneyes? What do you see?
Well, I just became 71.
Well, there you go.
And I think time and change, and I think my daughter will take over my position.
Right.
Yeah, then hope she's gonna carry the legacy to the next generations.
Right, and that's always the trick, is who's going to step in and fill your shoes, and will you be happy with what they did? I know it's like that with me. I'm like, what are they going to do with my stuff? Are they going to bulldoze it or trash it or whatever? So it's an important decision.
Right, but future, you never know.
You never know.
Never know. But,
from day to day.
But Irene took over Ratfink. If she doesn't do it, not gonna happen like
No, and what do you think of all of this?
It is nice. I think if Ed here, he's so happy to see them, and he didn't even think about that.
And he is here.
Yeah.
You feel his presence everywhere. So yeah, she's done such a tremendous job, and that's the whole deal. The next generation, when they step in, will they step in? How will they step in? And that's an important factor, especially when you get age, a little bit of age on you. So is there anything else that you would like to speak upon?
Well, I met Ed 1985 or 86. Then he came to Japan, 88. And again, he came to Japan with Irene 1996. I'm not sure right now, but before 2000.
Right.
Yeah, so it was a great time, and he had a experience. He wanted to ride a train to go somewhere, and he ate tempura and teppan and other stuff. Right. Yeah, we had a good time, and he was so popular in Japan.
Well, and that's another question I have. Did you foresee the popularity of the American custom culture taking off like it did in Japan? Were you optimistic? I mean, you had to be, because you went and set up Mooneyes Japan with Dean's approval, and took off. I mean, it's quite a success story. But did you foresee that, really?
No, I just doing what I like to do.
Right.
So I didn't see any picture in future. I didn't expect nothing.
Right.
I didn't expect me to be like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm just man, like the crowd and culture. That's it.
Right, and that's similar to my story. You don't really believe the success in the people you meet, and then at the end of the day, you're just like, wow, how did this happen to me? And you have to appreciate it, and hopefully that stays with you the rest of your days. But do you have any funny stories about either Dean or Ed?
I was in Dean's house one night, and someone knocked the door. And Dean said, "Hey, Shige, go take a look." That was, I went out, and no one was there. And I just opened the door and got into the room. He grabbed the gun like this, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, then he said, "Shige, you have to knock before you have to knock the door." What? You told me you go in, you go outside, check it out. But well, maybe you strangers there, not me.
Right.
Yeah, so he did, I think, but I didn't even know he had gun, pistol on the couch.
Right. Well, I'm from Texas. That happens all the time. So, but anyway.
Yeah, and Ed, one night he came to my house in Costa Mesa about a long time ago. I asked him to stay. Come on.
Right.
Just offer to the bed. Stay bed. But he said, "No, it's okay." He stayed in garage.
Well, and Ed was, for y'all that don't know, Ed was famous about not staying indoors for multiple reasons, but at shows, he liked to be by his stuff. And he wouldn't leave his stuff. And if he could sleep on a table by his stuff inside, he would arrange that, or out in the car with his big feet sticking out of the windows. I mean, Ed did that. He just didn't like to. Those stories are endless. Ed doing that all over.
Okay.
And,
I was surprised because I went to bed and he said he didn't need it. And
no, and now he would. I think he would break that rule for Trixie. I think he would actually let her stay, and they'd stay in a nice hotel, I'm sure, at that point. But,
okay.
But Ed was on his own. He would sleep wherever he could sleep. I guess he slept real good wherever he went. And on the trip, when you said something about the trike, the globe hopper, I have to expand on that. He got in that thing with the intention of solo riding that all the way to Alaska and back, and he knew it was going to break down, and it would. But people would see him on the side of the road and help him, and that would be just part of the journey. And he got it where he put his feet up there, and the engine would cool it, heat his feet. But the rest of it was open, so he's just like his big head sticking out there with the snow and stuff hitting it, So what is... that's a tie-in to something that you saw him working on.
Yeah, I saw the picture. He sent me a picture,
of the Alaska.
Yeah, Alaska.
Yeah.
It looks so cold,
Right. Well, and the stories go on, and we're so happy to have you here, and that you would share your time and your stories, and we thank you so much. And
well, thank you, Lily, and Irene, having us here. It's a very honor to be here. Thank you.
And it's an honor to have you. And guys, we're going to wrap that, and that's another little episode of Ratfink TV. And stay tuned, because we're going to have tons and tons of coverage, I promise, soon. I just learned how to edit really well. Well, not well, but we're going to have a lot of stuff coming in the next couple weeks. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you. And remember to always stay finky. There you go.
Thank you very much. Thank y'all, guys.